Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us to celebrate the special anniversary of the Boys and Girls Club of Central Alabama. Whether this is your first time seeing the organization in action or you've supported us for years, we're so excited you could join us. The format might be different this year, but we aren't going to let COVID prevent us from celebrating our 120th anniversary and recognizing the outstanding youth, sponsors, staff, volunteers, and supporters who make the Boys and Girls Club of Central Alabama run every day. With your help, we can continue to support the programs of the Boys and Girls Clubs of Central Alabama. We hope that during the evening you feel moved to donate to benefit our kids. We made it easy for you. Simply click Give Now in the right corner of your screen to help support the many life-changing programs that our clubs offer. Speaking of support, we've been fortunate enough to attract people and organizations to sponsor this event. We would like to take this time to thank our sponsors. We have a packed evening tonight. You'll hear award-winning musician Damian Horn, who is a product of the Boys and Girls Club. We'll be introducing the Youth of the Year. We'll see an exciting performance by the Dazzling Divas. And now, please welcome your Master of Ceremonies, Rich Campbell.
Good evening, and welcome to the Boys and Girls Club of Central Alabama 120th Anniversary Celebration. I'm Rich Campbell, past board chairman of the board for the Boys and Girls Clubs of Central Alabama. I'd like to welcome each and every one of you to the celebration tonight, and I know it will be an exciting and meaningful program. All of the staff, board members, leadership council, and advisory councils are very proud to honor and celebrate our 120th anniversary. So tonight, we'd like to recognize all of our past Youth of the Year winners, all of our BGCCA youth, our staff and volunteers, who without them, nothing would be possible, all of our board members, past and present, and all of our advisory and leadership council members. Thank you all for what you do to make Central Alabama's youth have a safe, nurturing place to go where they can get added support they need to become tomorrow's caring and competent adults. Let's give them all a round of applause. Thank you so much to all of our sponsors who have made this evening possible. A full list of sponsors is available in your program, so please give them thanks if you see them around town. So I want to call your attention to the swell application that you're using for the event tonight. You can find it on your phone or on the screen where you're watching me right now. But there will be a small green Give Now button that you can access throughout the evening. Very easy and very important. This is how we live and thrive and succeed for these children. So please do not hesitate to click now and look at the ways that you can support us. A lot has changed since 1901, the year the club was founded. Our youth today certainly don't know the dances of the past like the Charleston and the Jitterbug. So tonight, we're going to welcome the Dazzling Divas to dance us through the decades. So please give them a round of applause as they start their routine.
And go
Since 1901, the Boys and Girls Clubs of Central Alabama has been impacting thousands of children's lives in the Birmingham area. By providing a safe haven for kids, with adult mentors and staff dedicated to enriching children's lives to achieve academic success, healthy lifestyles, and character and leadership development. Now I want to introduce you to Jim Clark, the president of Boys and Girls Club of America, who has a special message for us tonight.
Hello, I'm Jim Clark, President and CEO of Boys and Girls Clubs of America. Tonight, we celebrate the Boys and Girls Clubs of Central Alabama's 120th anniversary. While I can't be with you in person, I want to offer my heartfelt congratulations to the club staff and volunteers and all those who came before them on this historic accomplishment. The Boys and Girls Clubs of Central Alabama has played a vital role in this community since 1901, when the Birmingham Boys Club first opened its doors at the old courthouse. In fact, just 30 years after the city of Birmingham itself was chartered. Today, the Boys and Girls Club encompasses 8 club sites across Jefferson, St. Clair, Shelby, and Walker counties. Collectively, they serve some 11,000 kids. That includes 1 in 5 members who are teenagers, a challenging age group to reach and hold their attention. The Boys and Girls Clubs of Central Alabama has impacted countless young lives, providing generations of young people a fun, safe place to spend time after school and in the summers. Not because kids have to go to the club, but because they want to be there, because they know it's where caring adult mentors will work with them to succeed in school, develop a plan for the future, and lead a healthy, active life. In closing, thank you to our online audience for joining us to support their Boys and Girls Club. And once again, my congratulations and gratitude to all the dedicated club staff, board members, and volunteers who have enabled so many Central Alabama youth to achieve great futures. Enjoy the rest of tonight's program.
Wow, thank you, Jim, for that amazing message. What an achievement. So now let's hear from some of our club champions and alumni members.
You know, if you're in athletics, you know you've got to have leadership before you could have a winning team. And we want to be a winning team.
These type of organizations are making a difference. They've done it for 120 years. It's always been about the mission. It's not about the people, and I don't see that changing for the next 120 years.
The important thing about the Boys and Girls Club to me is the sincere interest in improving the lives of the children that are involved.
I'm humbled to be a partner. I mean, it is just a privilege. It's an honest privilege to be a part of an organization like the Boys and Girls Club of America and to be affiliated with them for nearly 30 years. You know, I consider it one of my high points.
To be able to not only exist for 120 years, but also reinvent itself to meet the needs of the community year after year. And the growing and the changing needs of the community is amazing.
Gene and I came to the Boys and Girls Club in 1980. I was a vice principal at McAdor High School at the time. And Bill Legg called me and asked me if I would like to be considered for the Birmingham Boys Club job. I had told Coach Legg I would do it for 2 years. Naturally, I stayed 38 years, so I really did like it.
I enjoyed being with the kids and having just a really good time with them. I trained the girls. We had more fun training the front desk girls how to present themselves and call kids when the parents came for them. We had fun even getting in the gym, playing basketball, and we just seemed like we were always together. We were just a family.
The Boys and Girls Club is one of many great organizations in Metro Birmingham, but I chose to support Boys and Girls Clubs of Central Alabama, specifically for the direct impact that I see every day in working with them. So for 15 some odd years of being involved and seeing across the city how children's lives are changed, being able to hear them speak once a year at the Youth of the Year event, and the consistent message is, my life is different now. This place taught me to be a leader. This place made me feel safe. These people changed the way that I interact and I see things. They gave me confidence. They gave me hope. That message is so consistent that that impact is hard to ignore.
One of the things that is just really so amazing to me is that almost everywhere I go in the business community, and this is decades in the business community, I run into business leaders who were Boys and Girls Club members back when they were growing up, when their mom put them in the club, and they talk about how that helped shape their life and ultimately their career. When I reflect on that, you know, what I think about is how Boys and Girls Club, in shaping people's lives, has really shaped the landscape of Birmingham as we know it today.
I think we are a unique organization, that we survived this long, but it's always due to the leadership from our board and from our directors that we've had. I don't think we've had but 4 or 5 different directors in 120 years because they care about the kids.
To me, it was a place that had a lot of fun stuff going on. People playing basketball, it had an arcade, like you mentioned, kind of the computer aspect things I can remember at some point in there. Now that I've gotten older, I can see it was a safe place to go with leadership, that people were organizing great activities, they were educating people, they were doing things that was a lot more than just a fun place to be.
The leadership, the CEOs that have come through here, the board members, I don't know if you get to see the success that on a day-to-day basis, but pat yourself on the back, because there's a lot of great good that y'all have done by leading this organization, and I hope the next 120 are just as great.
We had to establish discipline. We wanted to have some sort of values that the kids could adapt their whole life around to. And we could not have done anything if we did not develop a group of boys who became our leadership.
I think the heart of the Boys and Girls Club is the sincere interest of the staff in helping the children and teenagers to become all that they can be in developing their lives.
To think that we were an organization that we had one site and a camp, to now we are 8 sites, 3 21st century community learning centers, and we serve almost 1,000 kids a day that come through our doors across 4 counties. It's unbelievable.
This was not a job, it was a ministry. And it was the greatest ministry I have ever been a part of.
120 years, I hope we make another 120 years and continue that legacy of really doing what they set out to do, which is make sure they are creating good citizens and good people.
Now we have a very special treat for you guys tonight. First time that we've ever done this, but we are so excited. It's a true pleasure to have Damian Horn as our guest performer for this evening. Damian is an award-winning national recording artist who has touched the lives of thousands with his heartfelt personal journey. It's also incredible that he's a former Boys and Girls Club member. And his act, Rise and Shine, is described as a one-man show full of music, storytelling, laughter, and ultimately a message of purpose, love, and light. Damian has played and recorded with countless acts such as John Legend, Big and Rich, Lady A, and more. Please welcome Damian Horn.
Ever since the day I was born, something stirring in my soul. Feel it burning in my bones when I hear that whistle blow. Got my ticket in my hand, packed up everything I own, chugging full steam ahead. Like a locomotive, I'm gone, and it's a long ride, driving down these tracks alone. But I'll be alright, got this guitar on my back, rocking like a rolling stone, rocking like a rolling stone, rocking like a rolling stone. It's just the train I'm on. Ever since the day I was born, something stirring in my soul. What's up, beautiful people? It's your boy Damian Horn, aka Mr. D. First of all, I want to say it is a pleasure and an honor to be able to speak at this 120th celebration of the service that the Boys and Girls Club has done in the community with the youth for Central Alabama. Thank you so much for having me. I just want to tell you a little bit about my personal story and my personal Boys and Girls Club journey, because it literally saved my life and is the reason why I'm able to live the amazing life that I get to live now. That started in Hickory, North Carolina, where I was born into a blended family of 12 children. I was raised by a single mother who didn't know how to read or write, but still found a way to put food on the table and clothes on our backs, and she was my first hero in life. But some things that I saw at a very young age was death and destruction, and it was happening all around me, even within our own home. I lost two of my older brothers to the streets, and two of my younger brothers would later be incarcerated for 10 plus years apiece. And this is what I was seeing in life. It was a life filled with death and destruction. So I thought that was what life had in store for me, that I would possibly end up dead at an early age, or that I would end up incarcerated. But I had what I call a divine encounter with a Salvation Army Boys and Girls Club. And so I grew up in the time of what they had a term called the latchkey kid. And this is when you would wrap a key around your neck and tuck it in your shirt and make sure you get home, because your parents weren't home. They were probably working to provide for the home. And it's just the way that things were during that time. And I remember coming home from school and just waiting inside the house, finishing homework and just kind of waiting for my mom to get home. And I would look out the window and watch kids play and do whatever. And one particular day, I saw this bus come down into our projects and scoop up all the kids and take them off to, I had no idea where. It could have been Disney World for all I knew, but they looked all pretty excited to be going there. So I was like, all right, I got to make this decision. Like, it's kind of a crossroads for me, whether I was going to stay at home and be obedient, or sneak onto this bus and find out where it was taking these kids. I did disobey my mom during that time, and I literally can still feel the repercussions of that on my backside. However, it was one of the great decisions I made at a young age, because it took me to a Salvation Army Boys and Girls Club of Hickory, North Carolina. And when I got there, I immediately felt safe. I felt wanted there. I felt a good energy there, and I remember meeting the executive director, Jerry Sauro, program director, the volunteers that worked there. Everybody just had this welcoming spirit about them. And it was the first time in a long time in my life where I felt safe. Because like I said, I had lost 2 older brothers who had died at an early age, and 2 of my younger brothers went to prison. And so while I was at the Boys and Girls Club, I felt like I learned 3 major things that carried on through the rest of my life and has kind of helped guide me to where I'm at today. And the first one was my discovery of God. It introduced me to my faith because our Boys and Girls Club was connected to a Salvation Army, and I started attending church and I found my faith there. And one of the things it helped me do was discover a new path for myself, that I didn't always have to follow what everybody else was doing. And what I loved to do as a kid is I loved writing poetry. Now, not the coolest thing to be doing at that particular time, but I knew that's what I loved to do. And later those poems became songs, and these songs will be things that I sing even to this day. And one of those songs is a song called Walk, and it talks about taking your own path and blazing a new trail. It goes like this. Taking a long road, 'cause I can do that all by myself. Doing it solo, I won't be a slave to no one else. See the way I think, sometimes you better learn from your mistakes, and the way that I see it is best for me if I keep walking on my oh. So what is your problem? Keeping in your head against the wall. You want me to solve them, but it might be better if you fall. See the way I think, sometimes you better learn from your mistakes, and the way that I see it best for me if I keep walking on my It's clear to me that we don't see things eye to eye. How about you go your way and I'll go mine? Yeah. See the way that I think, sometimes you better learn from your mistakes, and the way that I see it'd be best for me if I keep walking on my
Hi, I'm President and CEO of the Boys and Girls Clubs of Central Alabama, and it is our 120th year anniversary. Thank you so much for being here with us today. It took countless of individuals from the past and the present to help us to be where we are today. With your support, we've been able to help children be able to achieve academic success, healthy lifestyle habits, and character and leadership development. All of that because of you. I have to say special thanks this evening for all the wonderful supporters that have helped us raise money for this 120th year anniversary, starting with McWayne Industries as our presenting sponsor. We also have Red Diamond as our 2020 Youth of the Year sponsor for the 3rd year in a row, not to mention CRC Wholesales and Supplies. We are so grateful for everything that you've done and for being the virtual sponsor for this particular event. We also give a special thanks to Bada and Sierra Toyota, who's been with us for a very long time and have been a gold sponsor for this evening's event. We also want to thank UAB Callahan and iClinic for being a silver sponsor for the virtual portion of this evening. for countless board members, leadership council members, lifetime members, advisory council members, your dedication and support has meant so much to us throughout the years. We wouldn't have been able to achieve 12 decades of service without you. And for our staff, my goodness, your dedication, passion, and love and support of our kids creates smiling opportunities for our children each and every day. Because of you, they're growing up strong and resilient. Thank you so much for your dedication and hard work. We also want to thank Natasha Rogers with 1221 for helping us produce our very first virtual special event. Thank you so much, Natasha. And thank you, Phoenix Club of Birmingham, for helping mentor our young people and providing the attire for their Youth of the Year experience. We wouldn't be able to achieve 4 years of statewide Youth of the Year success without you. And I definitely want to make sure that everyone takes a look at the program and looks at all the other sponsors that help put together this event for this evening. And look on the bottom right-hand part of your screen. That's where you'll get to see everyone that's helped support tonight. Again, thank you from the bottom of my heart for all that you do and all that you do for the Boys and Girls Clubs of Central Alabama. Now, we're going to take a moment to hear a little bit more from the Phoenix Club of Birmingham.
So this year, I think the thing that we need out of our community, with last year being a global pandemic, this year in 2021 is the year to give. I'm Patrick Levette. I'm the president of the board for the Phoenix Club. The Phoenix Club helps to have the leaders, young leaders in Birmingham develop their professional, philanthropic, and social skills. So our philanthropy, obviously the Boys and Girls Clubs of Central Alabama serves Birmingham and the Birmingham Metro and the areas surrounding Birmingham. So I can't think of a better mission, Birmingham supporting Birmingham. Typically we have events at different locations around the city, and that can be in the form of a lunch. The leaders here in Birmingham, as they become involved philanthropically with the mission that we support, helps to kind of create that unity here and show what you're doing here in this place that you live and this place that you're developing a fantastic career. You're serving this community as well and helping to develop the leaders and future leaders through some of the youth that are coming through that program. In the past, one of our favorite things to do is to help them out with their teen nights. I think it helps to develop some of the social and interactive skills of some of the youth that are there. Other events that we help out with include like a career fair. We've been a big part of helping to pull in some different businesses from around the community to come and speak to some of the kids, and we pull all of the different clubs into one central location and have them go through different industries for the future. One of our goals in the Phoenix Club this year is to support the Irondale community by trying to help Boys and Girls Club bring a presence there. Irondale has been underserved, and we think that through our fundraising efforts and through working with the city that it's something that we're passionate about and we would love to see happen. So this year, I think the thing that we need out of our community, with last year being a global pandemic, this year in 2021 is the year to give. It's the year that any level of giving would benefit the kids in our community. The kids that weren't able to be served by the Boys and Girls Club last year, they need our help now more than ever. So I just ask that in this year, let's give and let's be charitable to help support the kids.
It's really an amazing testament to what the Boys and Girls Clubs of Central Alabama really stands for and what it believes in. To be able to not only exist for 120 years, but also reinvent itself to meet the needs of the community.
The 120 years, I've been a part of it for 42 years. I think I have a unique perspective. The success comes from the leadership that I didn't see in 120 years ago. I really didn't see it 40 years ago.
For the past 120 years, we've proven that we can be a place where people can come through the club, develop themselves, and then go out into the world and make a difference.
I was selected as Youth of the Year in 1979.
I was the Boy of the Year in 1978 for the Boys and Girls Club.
82, 80 years ago.
First female Youth of the Year in 1993.
I was the 1998 Youth of the Year for Boys and Girls Club of Central Alabama.
Yes, I am the 2002 Youth of the Year winner.
I'm the 2020 Youth of the Year for the state of Alabama.
My mom worked. She was a single parent, and she worked, and she needed somewhere where I could go and be safe. and she sent me to a Boys and Girls Club. You hear people say all the time, it was their home away from home, because it really was. That's where your friends were, and we had, you know, everything that we needed to have fun. And at the time, we didn't realize that what we were learning. You know, it was teaching good character and the reason to have integrity and work ethic and all of these awesome things that you need throughout your life. The club was instilling that in you while you were having fun.
Boys and Girls Club truly, it kind of saved my life in a way. I came from a broken home, and it was just my mom, and she was a working mother. So being able to come to the club to do homework or to socialize and have leadership that was always there, and just not being a latchkey kid, it truly, you know, it kept me out of trouble.
This is a mission, basically. It's a mission field. You're gonna see kids. I can remember kids who came and they'd go to camp, and they'd go to camp because their mom and dad couldn't afford to feed them in the summertime when they weren't getting free lunch from school. You go to camp, you had 3 hot meals 3 times a day, all you could eat. Kids loved it. We had kids who came from all over. Mom was working, dad was nowhere to be seen. They had to have someone to take care of them.
When I started the club because it was fun. And I didn't realize I was learning work ethic and my character was being built. And what I've tried to do in my role now is I still make sure the club is fun for all our kids, and 40 years later, we're still building character.
I started going to the club when I was 9, and then by the time I was 13, I became a CIT, counseling and training. And then at 15, I got my first part-time job, and that was my only job from the time I was 15 until I graduated from college. And it actually helped develop me into everything that you're looking at right now. And when I say everything, I chose to become a school teacher based off my time at the Boys and Girls Club.
Being named Youth of the Year, it is an honor, whether you're male or female. You're kind of put in a leadership role. It opened opportunities to get in front of our governor. So it really, it opened my eyes to just all this world outside of my small community.
That was probably the first time, I mean, outside of school, that I got up in front of a group of people and gave a speech. So I remember that. It was a great experience. Money for college, you know. I enjoyed it. It was a big deal in my life, yes. I still, I have a plaque, and my kids still see it. So yeah, it's a big deal.
It was an honor, because I think one of the things that everyone can relate to is that never stop trying, because I've been a part of the Youth of the Year program for the past 3 years, my last 3 years of high school. And even though I didn't win, it was my final senior year when I finally won. And I never thought I could get there on my own, but I know that having this title means that it is possible for anyone, especially me. If I can do it, I know others can, because I know where I've come from and the struggles that I've had. And to be named this is just a great honor.
Congratulations to the Boys and Girls Club of Central Alabama. For 120 years, you have made a difference in the lives of people like me. So from every lawyer, doctor, NFL player, basketball player, teacher, mentor, and mentee, we want to say thank you for being that rock and that foundation in our lives.
So now to proceed to the portion of our program that we've all been anxiously awaiting, hearing from our club's Youth of the Year finalists. To help set the stage for this, I'll explain how the program works. Each of the clubs in our area nominates one exceptional youth for their contributions to the club, to their school, and to their community. That young person is selected because they've worked hard and earned the right to be recognized for their accomplishments. The process is rigorous, and only 5 are chosen to compete out of nearly 400 teams. Next, the club's Youth of the Year enters into the organization's competition to determine who's going to be selected as the Central Alabama Youth of the Year. This year's candidates were interviewed by a distinguished panel of judges comprised of Sherman Pitts from Red Diamond, Jennifer Wisnant from the Birmingham Automobile Dealers Association, Vicki Daniels, a BGCA benefactor, Megan Barnes from Sarah Toyota, Nick Kopp from Clipper Magazine, and Natasha Rogers from 1221. Judging criteria included a scoring matrix which consists of an application review, essays, and a public speech. Interview questions covered a number of important topics such as character, leadership, service, and personal brand. Although it's always close and a difficult decision, since each of the youth are already winners, the committee then selects our organization's Youth of the Year winner. So tonight, we're going to hear from 3-minute speeches from each of our finalists on what the Boys and Girls Club has meant to me. At last, we're going to hear from each of the candidates. So from the Pell City Club, we're proud to recognize Jack Lowe as the Pell City Club's Youth of the Year. Jack is a senior at Pell City High School, where he's a member of the track, cross country, and basketball teams. He's been a member of the Pell City Club for 10 years, and Jack says that the Pell City Boys and Girls Club has been a life-changing experience that has helped me grow into a better person and a better member of the community. It has taught me leadership, patience, and problem-solving skills. Now let's watch Jack present his Youth of the Year speech.
Good morning. My name is Jack Lowe, and I've been a member of the Pell City Boys and Girls Club since I was 10 years old. I'm very thankful for the club and the many opportunities it's provided me. These opportunities have helped me to grow and develop skills that I will use for the rest of my life. Opportunity number 1 was when I was first introduced to the club. My first day there, I knew no one, so I was forced to make new friends. Making new friends and meeting new people was not something I was used to or very good at, but after some nudging by the club staff, I quickly had a new circle of friends. This was a great opportunity for me to develop confidence, develop social skills, and make a lot of great friends. Opportunity number 2 at the club was when I discovered my passion. The club has always emphasized healthy living and exercising. Most days we played a game called Pony Express. During this game, you run around the outside of the basketball court and try to tag the other person that is running as well. It is basically just a big game of chase. Little did I know that we were learning the importance of exercise because I was just having fun. I was always really good at this game because I was fast, and over time, I just developed a love for running. This love or passion has developed over the years, and now I'm currently in my 5th year on the Pell City cross country team. This past November, I placed 4th in the state in 6A cross country, which has led to me receiving potential scholarship opportunities. Opportunity number 3 was when I began to work at the club. Working at the club helped me to develop critical life skills such as patience and a good work ethic. My parents have always taught me the importance of a good work ethic, so I believe I had a good work ethic when I began to work here. However, this was my first real job, and I was able to see the other staff members and how hard they worked, which greatly helped my development. One person that has helped me to become a better person and staff member is my boss, Addison Lett. Addison has been like a mentor to me. Ever since my first day, I knew he was someone I could count on whenever I needed to know something. He has helped me to better understand how to handle situations that may occur while at the club. Addison has not only been a great boss, but a great friend as well. In my 8 months of working here, Addison and I have grown into great friends, which I believe speaks volumes to the Boys and Girls Club and how it helps people build relationships. I've been given the opportunity to work and learn from some of the hardest working people, which has greatly helped my development. My time at the club has helped me to grow and develop into the best version of myself and help prepare me for my future. The opportunities that I've been given and the friendships I've made will last a lifetime, and for that, I am very grateful. Thank you.
Thank you, Jack. So moving along, it's my pleasure to announce the John Williamson Youth of the Year, 𝘾𝙫𝙐 𝙀𝙀. 𝘾𝙫𝙐 attended Hewitt-Trussville High School, and this week will start her freshman year at Xavier University. In high school, 𝘾𝙫𝙐 played volleyball and soccer, all while maintaining a 3.87 GPA. She also created her own cosmetic line called 𝗏𝗏𝙬 Cosmetics. 𝘾𝙫𝙐 says, the Boys and Girls Club is the epitome of emotional safety, where you can be yourself and be accepted for who you truly are. Now let's hear from 𝘾𝙫𝙐.
Good morning. I am 𝘾𝙫𝙐 𝙀𝙀, and I would like to tell you how challenges have built my strength, character, and resiliency, and the role the Boys and Girls Club has played in my life. As a child, I saw the sacrifices made by my parents for our family. Sometimes it took working multiple jobs or taking a break from college to ensure that we were able to buy our first home in a neighborhood with an excellent school system. And through them, I've learned to be a caring, responsible, and lifelong learner who judges others by their character and not by the color of their skin. I found more great role models when I began attending the Boys and Girls Club. The Boys and Girls Club entrusted me with great responsibility, grew my confidence, and taught me to be a leader. My confidence grew by participating in various sports and activities where I inspired my team to stay positive and have fun even when we were losing. I learned responsibility as a counselor in training where I gave club tours and managed the front desk. Supportive counselors showed me compassion, kindness, and patience, and work ethic. Many professional and personal skills were developed at my club, but the supportive and idyllic world I had grown up in changed once I entered my new school. In my new environment, I was introduced to the harsh reality that everyone does not operate in kindness. In my new environment, I continued to thrive as I focused on academics and athletics. I was inducted into the National Honor Society, excelled in AP classes, and played on varsity soccer. Soon though, many of my peers proved to be self-centered and inconsiderate of others, especially in regards to race. Our homecoming festivities went from being fun and exciting to being taunted with racist paraphernalia. My peers carried on as if I never asked them to stop. Racist tensions and inequity have continued to rise, not only at my school, but all across the world, it seems. Despite these obstacles, I've decided to handle confrontations with grace, knowledge, and humanity. You see, the Boys and Girls Club is so much more than a building with four walls. It teaches values that can be modeled outside of those four walls. It stands as a reminder of the important lessons I learned as a child. Be the change you want to see in the world. I am now equipped to take on a world that isn't always fair, work alongside people who don't all look like me, think like me, and in many cases, don't respect me. I choose to adopt Michelle Obama's philosophy. When they go low, I go high. Thank you.
Thank you, Deja. Next, it's time to introduce the winner from our Hueytown Boys and Girls Club, 𝘾𝙇𝙐 𝙀𝙀. Caitlin attends Pleasant Grove High School, where she is entering her sophomore year. She's been a member of the club for 8 years, and she describes herself as an advocate, creative thinker, and good community builder. Caitlin says, the Boys and Girls Club has taught me the importance of good character and how it can affect your future. That's why I try my best every day to maintain good character and make sure that I'm portraying a positive image. Let's hear from Caitlin.
Good morning. My name is 𝘾𝙇𝙐 𝙀𝙀, and I am a proud product of the Boys and Girls Club. The club has helped me in ways that are unimaginable, and it fostered my growth as a person. Because of the club, I was able to develop the character traits that make me who I am, such as kindness, leadership, and generosity. These character traits open my eyes to what matters to me most, which is being an advocate for those without a voice. The club has taught me valuable life lessons. The most valuable life lesson the club has taught me is the importance of my character and how it can affect my future. I plan to go to UAB and become a registered nurse. I want to pursue a career in nursing because I enjoy assisting people who need help. The staff at the club enriched us with ways we can earn a job through credentials, but often reminded us that it's your character that helps you keep a job or even build a career from it. I was able to take this knowledge and evaluate myself, which allowed me to improve and build my character in countless ways. One way I improved my character was by being less judgmental. Being less judgmental allowed me to socialize with more people outside of my friend group and to connect with more of my peers at the club. This in turn strengthened my communication skills. The staff at the club took notice and encouraged me to become more involved in the club. I joined the junior staff program and used these vocal skills to voice my opinion on topics that matter to me. A topic that I'm passionate about is the racial injustice minorities face on a daily basis. Since this is something I'm passionate about, I am in the process of starting a youth group at the club, where we will discuss the unfair treatment towards people of color, create petitions, organize protests, and share our experiences so that we can learn from each other, make smarter decisions in the future, and most importantly, make change. Making change may be hard, but one thing the club has taught me is to never give up. A person who helped me realize this is my unit director, Morgan. She helped me build my self-esteem when I was at my lowest and always encouraged me to believe in myself. She told me what I needed to hear versus what I wanted to hear. I didn't understand it at first, but I appreciated it later on down the line by keeping a positive attitude when situations got hard. In conclusion, the club has taught me the ins and outs of everything I need to make my mark on this world. The club inspired me, built my character, and helped me find my voice so that I can do the same for someone else. Starting the youth group at the club not only gives me the option to make change in society, but it gives me the opportunity to give another child the voice the Boys and Girls Club gave me. Thank you.
Thank you, Caitlin. Our last candidate, Niles Moore, represents the Brookside Boys and Girls Club. Niles is a senior at the prestigious Jefferson County International Baccalaureate High School, where he maintains a 3.6 GPA and is a member of the band and the baseball team. He has a black belt in martial arts and volunteers on the weekends at his martial arts gym. Niles describes his time at the Boys and Girls Club this way. The club saw my strengths and weaknesses and helped me develop. Once I became a member, my life immediately changed for the better. Niles was selected as the Boys and Girls Clubs of Central Alabama Organizational Youth of the Year. He then went on to compete for and win the state title for Alabama Youth of the Year. To date, he has won close to $20,000 in Youth of the Year scholarships. Let's now watch our 2021 Youth of the Year organizational and state winner, Niles Moore.
Good evening. You all look good. Well, my name is Niles Moore, Niles Ajani Moore. Ajani is an African name meaning he who wins the struggle. But for a long period of time, I felt that I didn't live up to my middle name. My mom was a great role model for me who made sure that my sister and I had all that we needed. So because of this, I felt that my struggles were very much internal. I struggled with things such as doubt, nerves, criticism. For example, I wrote a song for a school project, but due to my internal struggles, I kind of failed miserably. So that day I realized I didn't want this for myself. I didn't want to allow my internal struggles to affect my personal progress in life. My struggles would only get worse until my mom would sign me up for the Boys and Girls Club. I didn't know what it was. I didn't even know if I wanted to go, but I knew that I had to because my mom paid for it. But little did I know then that this would be the best investment my mom could ever make for me. The club changed my life in ways that I could never imagine. It's almost as if the club knew exactly where I needed to improve and gradually gave me the tools I needed in order for me to reach my full potential. Through my club experience and the many programs that the club had to offer, I learned how to control my self-doubt and my nerves were reduced. At the Boys and Girls Club, every day I developed new bonds and friendships that would give me a whole new level of confidence. Through my success in activities and being a part of programs such as Junior Leaders, I also developed a new level of confidence and I learned how to control my self-doubt. From here, I was less nervous at the Boys and Girls Club as well as outside of the Boys and Girls Club, and I was a more effective leader anywhere I went. But this confidence and bliss will come to a halt last year when my great-grandmother passed away. Because of this, I was considering not participating in this year's Youth of the Year competition. I was hurt and I began to doubt everything around me. But I had to realize, doubt couldn't win this one. Yes, I was sad, but I had to believe that I could apply what I learned at the Boys and Girls Club and persevere when everything seemed to be going wrong. Club staff members stepped in to help make sure that I didn't give up. They challenged me to become a better leader and to not let doubt get in my way. So I'm forever grateful for staff members Josh Pierce and Carl Miller for helping me along my journey of self-actualization. So now, because of the Boys and Girls Club, I rarely ever feel the internal struggles that I had growing up. Not only did the club help me overcome these struggles, but they led me to realizations that would change my life completely. The importance of leadership, community, the importance of love. So at the Boys and Girls Club, I learned a lot. Had a lot of fun, maybe got into some trouble here and there, but most importantly, I can say I lived up to the name Ajani. He who wins the struggle. Thank you.
here we have Niles Moore, the statewide Youth of the Year winner for the state of Alabama. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Niles, for your hard work.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Wow, what an amazing celebration of 120 years serving the youth of our community. So many people, past and present, have made a life-changing impact for our club kids. Many of those club kids are now leaders in our community, at our clubs, on our board of directors, and our leadership council, paying it forward to the next generation of leaders and youth. Special thanks to you, our partners. Our future is bright. Thank you to those this evening who made this a successful event celebrating our 120th anniversary. Thank you to 𝑘𝙝𝙤 for being our Youth of the Year presenting sponsor, CRC for being our presenting virtual sponsor and silver sponsor, and also McWane Industries, who's also celebrating their 100th anniversary, supporting a community partner to help us celebrate our 120th. So, what does the next 120 years for the Boys and Girls Clubs of Central Alabama look like? The Boys and Girls Clubs of Central Alabama currently serves 800 kids a day at our 8 area location and 3 21st century sites. We're constantly looking for ways to expand our existing locations and plant new locations in our community. We're leasing and purchasing new buses to help provide safe and reliable transport to our clubs. We're focusing on out-of-school time, which is an important time to teach kids and help them improve in their reading and math skills. Every young person who enters our doors, we want them to graduate from school on time with a plan for the future. Our focus is on education, leadership, career readiness, and 21st century employment. Some of the ways that we're doing this is we're holding career fairs with the help of the Phoenix Club, mentorship programs and apprenticeship programs where a club kid can shadow someone in the work community and learn about different professions and occupations. Our goal in the next 5 years is to serve thousands more kids, creating experiences, opportunities, and skills they need to achieve great futures. We enjoyed having you here this evening to celebrate our past and present and look to our future. Our strategic plan revolves around a single mission: serving our club kids, both current and future. What a great evening this has been, and thank you for your support. We couldn't do this without you, and our club kids sure do thank you.
Happy birthday, Boys and Girls Club. It's only been 120 years, and I say only like that's a short time. But for many more, I wish many more to come.
Wow, we did it. 120 years of serving the youth in our communities. 120 years truly is remarkable for a club to stay together, to have the leadership, the financial responsibility, the financial backing to make a sustainable club for our youth.
I'm very proud to be affiliated with the Boys and Girls Club of America. I'm especially proud of being affiliated with the Boys and Girls Club of Central Alabama.
All the board members who have gone, all the board members who are current, and all the past directors of the club. They need to be congratulated that we are what we are today.
And you think about how many people have come through and have had their lives improved because of the Boys and Girls Club.
It's really an amazing testament to what the Boys and Girls Clubs of Central Alabama really stands for and what it believes in. To be able to not only exist for 120 years, but also reinvent itself to meet the needs of the community. It truly is unbelievable. And so 120 years, I hope we make another 120 years.
Your work is definitely appreciated, and I'm sure you'll be rewarded for it. Since I'm in front of this camera and I can say pretty much what I want, I'd like to say that I was the greatest ping pong player to ever come out of the Boys and Girls Club. And I'd play all of them now, except I got a little carpal tunnel, you know, but yeah, there's no doubt. I went undefeated for years, no doubt.
I want to congratulate the Boys and Girls Clubs of Central Alabama for 120 years of continuous service. There's not many organizations can say 120 years of continuous service. Congratulations, 120 years, and I will see you when you do your 150th anniversary. Thank you so much.